that was like a shitty part about that.
Yeah.
But and then he even accused the ref of smelling like cigarettes and alcohol too. So that like rubbed me the wrong way. I didn't like hearing that because like that's such a bold accusation. Like I fucking highly doubt. And like if he smelled that bad, if it's true, I'm pretty sure like a fucking someone else would notice that's an employee of the UFC and like fucking tell someone, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't have started to make excuses.
I mean?
Yeah, I wouldn't have started to make excuses.
That's why like that's another reason why like since he fucking was being such like a little bitch about that and just like saying all that shit like just rubbed me the complete wrong way because I'm a huge fan of him. But ever since he was saying that shit, I'm like, like it just makes me even more okay with it. Like, whatever, like this guy's just like a sore loser, and like it just makes it seem like if that's not true, but if it's true, it's like that's just like a whole other story. But
yeah, but if you put that aside though, I understand why he's pissed off. Like his legacy, legacy. Like now for the rest of that guy's life, people are gonna tell him that Henry Cejudo was a better bantamweight than you were. But I don't believe that. Like I just don't. I don't think he is. I think that if that fight was to go on, it would have been like I think Cejudo maybe would have won, but it would have been a more respectable statement to say that Cejudo's better than him after he like really beats the living shit out of him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like Cejudo was chopping his legs down, so I wasn't really seeing anything from Cruz that was gonna change that. Like you're not gonna scramble with Cejudo and fucking end up on top.
The exchanges were pretty intense. Like when they were kind of ducking their heads and swinging, I was like, "Fuck, yo, someone might get like knocked out." But other than that, I think that it was a very like they were missing a lot of their chances. Henry was just hitting leg kicks like the entire time, and yeah, dude, I don't know. That's
what you gotta do to Cruz though, because of his movement. You gotta chop down those legs, right? Like, what else are you gonna do? You can't chase that guy. Like T.J. Dillashaw has amazing footwork too, and like he has like really odd movement, but he can do shit to Cruz. That's why he lost the belt to him.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what you gotta do in like the early rounds. You can't really like try to exchange, or else you're gonna be fucking hitting air.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. What are you gonna do?
Well, yeah. Well, I think we both put Henry, so we fucking were right at least.
No, I put Cruz for a decision.
Oh, I fucking said Cejudo.
Yeah, I put Cruz as a decision. So
I would have much rather that, but I only bet it for Henry because of the athlete that he is. I watched him train in the fucking Embedded series, and I'm like, dude, this guy's training is like fucking next level, bro. The PT that he goes to see in that private facility, that shit fired me up as like a personal training like coach. Like I was like, dude, this guy, his facility was like fucking state of the art. Like he was doing all these like unorthodox like explosive fighter exercises. I was like, holy shit, bro, this guy's like a real animal, And that's what I was trying to say with the Bionic Gym is like I'm trying to produce people like Henry, like quick off the bat, explosive, like agile as shit, like can recover really good lung capacity, like all that good shit. But
they're not gonna be stuck in the mud.
Yeah, no, that guy definitely is. He's sprinting through quicksand, bro. He doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Savage.
Okay. Fucking main event. Tony Okakui Ferguson and Justin the Highlight Gaethje.
You know what, buddy? I thought I was thinking of you the entire time. I was like, Muto should have bet on fucking Gaethje.
Dude, this. You know what this reminds me of perfectly? It reminds me of the Diaz McGregor 2 fight. I have a gut feeling, but like I kind of just was looking at the stats more.
Mm-hmm.
But now like officially I'm done with like the stats. Like whenever like when Gaethje fights Khabib, it's all Gaethje. If he comes out like that against Khabib, that's gonna be a crazy fucking fight.
That's gonna be fucked up, dude.
But yeah, no, that fight, dude. Because I just thought, because Gaethje it's like, and the biggest, because I was definitely debating of taking Gaethje, but the biggest thing with me was because Justin himself was saying, I got 3 hard rounds in me. He's got so I'm like, yeah, if he doesn't KO Ferguson, he's fucked. and Tony's cardio gets better as the rounds progress, right? So it's like, and Tony doesn't get finished on the fucking. I don't think he's even been TKO'd or anything like that, but like so it's just like I was just like, for that reason I'm like, okay, I can't see. I could just see Justin gassing out, and then, but no, his fucking coach was unreal with his corner advice. You take 10% off your shots, because when he was missing wildly, and he was trying to take his head off, but you're not gonna, even when he was connecting, he's not gonna put him away, because you don't fucking, dude, like Tony, the amount of shots, like KO shots that he ate that would have slept anyone in that division, even in welterweight, like, it's unbelievable. It was crazy. And then Tony, like, not even like trying to take it down earlier too. Like,
bro,
he went
this
for like
that's
like the Hamanachi roll or whatever it's called.
The stupid roll.
Or fifth round. Which
Bro,
work. When
I heard Eddie call that from the corner, I was like, "Are you stupid, dude? He doesn't even know where Gaethje can't even." But not even that, he couldn't find him the whole fucking fight, bro. He didn't even know.
Like, he landed an uppercut at the end of round 2, I think, maybe 1.
No, yeah, 2. He thought it was 1, but it was actually 2.
Yeah.
But the thing is with that uppercut, dude, and the only reason why he got that uppercut is because he heard Gaethje. You could see at when they do the clap thing, like with like 10 seconds left in the round, Gaethje started to try and like put pressure or whatever. So it took off of his defensive game. So he like got distracted or whatever. But like, other than that, dude, I don't think there was a moment of vulnerability for that guy, bro. It was like,
that was the most surprising part, because after that one fucking knockdown at the end of the round, like, Gaethje wasn't in trouble at all. He had fucking great cardio. After he made that, like, he was slowing down, obviously, but ever since when Trevor Whitman gave him that advice to take 10% of his punches, he didn't slow down. He wasn't slowing down as fast right away, and his cardio looked fucking awesome, and his leg kicks were fucking, taking Tony to school. And it was just like his power. It's basically just, honestly, his power and his leg kicks, which is his power was so further than Tony's. It made such a big difference, even though that Tony was just eating them like for breakfast. But
bro, this guy was doing this. Did you see that?
He was like smiling at him when he was eating them. I'm like, this guy's so fucked. Like, that's why I was just like, it's hard to bet against that kind of guy.
Sticking his tongue out and shit at him, bro. I was like, holy fuck, man, this guy's a savage.
But to see Tony get jabbed in the nose and then start fucking like just shaking his head and like walking away, and then Herb Dean stopped the fight, it was just like, holy fuck. Like, I never, like, you wouldn't, like, he broke him. He literally broke him physically and mentally.
Yeah, I think when the stoppage came, it was perfect timing. If it went any longer, dude, it would have been one of those things where like Tony's in like turtle position, or he's like facing the other way, and you're like trying to finish the fight. Like, there's no point of doing that. That's why.
If he was hurting, if it was like a back and forth thing, but it was not fucking back and forth at all.
No,
like,
no.
Justin was getting hit, but it was nothing like fucking wobbling him. Like,
the commentators, the boys said that though. They were like, at a certain point, like, Tony's not giving him anything back. Like, it was just.
It's a good stoppage. So like, people who like would disagree.
No, but even in the third round, like, it was old Justin. Like, basically what would happen is Justin would go in, throw his combo, and then get out of the way with like that head movement, and like.
Coming over with fucking right hook or left hook.
Bro, but like when he's backing up from his combo, nothing from Tony. Like, no response for him. Like
it was dominant.
Yeah.
I wonder what the scorecards were going into the 5th. So, but no, Justin was fucking schooling that guy. Like Tony was losing that. He might have run round 1 just because of that knockout or knockdown, or round 2, whatever the fuck it was. But other than that, everything was Justin.
Oh, I knew too. Like, yeah, exactly. You could tell, like, even
Tony has to know he's down.
Yeah. Yeah, they were saying that, but even if it went to decision, it was so fucking unanimous, bro. Like it was, yeah, it was crazy, dude.
Bro, I feel shitty for Tony because he's never got a fucking title shot, and he's had the longest winning streak in the lightweight division, and he never got a title shot, which sucks. Even though he made
Khabib is 28-0 right now.
Yeah.
If he beats Gaethje, then they might do, because I don't know. Khabib wants to stop fighting soon, right? Like he says he has like a couple more fights.
Like 3 fights left.
So I feel like the next 3 fights are gonna be Gaethje, Tony, and then Conor for the rematch.
Well, they wanted like GSP as like the final fight, but fuck knows with that. I doubt
they won't do that, bro. They were talking about how
Dana said they were like he was interested in it after. So, but fuck, whatever, man.
Yeah, that was crazy fucking card, bro. It's fucking balls that we didn't get to watch it with each other. That was shitty. But I got my sister, dude. Even my sister's like huge into the MMA now because she started playing UFC 3. And like, yeah, exactly. So yeah, so she was into it. Rachel was into it. It was really cool to watch the fight with no sound, with no audience like in the background. You know what I mean?
For like a pay-per-view too, right? That was the craziest part.
Yeah, and especially for fight fans like us, like I feel like watching it in the silence was kind of cool because like
it was different, like unique.
And I feel like also for the fighters, like when you get hit with a shot and that the crowd goes wild, the fighter that stunned the person sometimes feels like too rushed to like finish the fight. Yeah. And like it could like fuck them up at the end of the day or whatever. But like if you watched like Gaethje was just so calm, like just fucking knocking him and then just like getting out and resetting and then like fucking hitting him again and like resetting, leg kick check, fucking hitting him again. I'm just like, dude, this is a fucking beating. Like, give this guy the belt. He fucking threw it on the floor so fast.
I love that.
He's like, I don't
that about him. He's like, that's not the fucking belt. It's not the real belt, man.
It's not the real thing, man. It's like, get the fuck out of here.
That's what Izzy did too. That's why that's like one of the things I love about like Izzy when he was interim champ. Like just like talks about like the fucking belt. I don't want that shit.
Yeah.
Like, you can kind of tell like how like if like they're satisfied or they're not satisfied kind of a thing. Like Justin, when he won the interim belt against Holloway, like he was fucking amped. Like it's basically like he was like the fucking champ. But then when he got caught in the choke, he like when they were falling back, he was already topping. Like they didn't even fucking hit the mat. Like,
yeah.
That kind of just mentality. But like, so he was like satisfied because he was fucking that guy's been up and down for so long, and he finally got a shot. Went on like a fucking stop Gaethje.
This is gonna be the biggest unification fucking bout in time, dude. Maybe ever.
Probably definitely ever, just because it's Khabib and fucking Gaethje for sure. I don't see any other one being the same. Like Izzy and are not a chance, even though you're fucking in the Marvel Stadium. Yeah, man, that's interesting. But yeah, like I've said, dude, ever since the Barboza fight, ever since Gaethje came back from losing 2 in a row to Alvarez and Poirier, he's so patient. He's already earned that title of being the most exciting fighter. Mm-hmm. And then once he did that, he's like, okay, I want to be champion now. Like I want to be the best in the world, because he says he wants to entertain the fans, and he can still do that and be champion, but now he's more patient in his approach. I watched this YouTube video about that and kind of like broke it down how he was and then how he is now.
Mm-hmm.
But it's cool. Like I've had a gut feeling about this guy for so long.
I know. You've been saying that.
Dude, it pisses me off so much that I just ended up going with Tony, even though like I've just been like just staring at fucking Gaethje. I'm like, I'm gonna fuck, I'm gonna regret this, but I just went with that anyway. But lesson learned anyways.
Trust.
So Yeah, no, I'll never make that fucking mistake again.
Go with the heart. You gotta go with the heart, buddy. You gotta go with the heart.
Yeah, fuck. But yeah, what are you gonna do?
All right, but so now that we have that whole situation going on with Justin and Khabib, probably in July going on, Khabib says after May 23rd he should be good to fight. So June, give them time, maybe early July. We're thinking. Now we have some tweets. We'll pop them up. Pew, 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 pew. McGregor fucking going off on absolutely everyone. So we're actually gonna put the screenshots in where I fucking pointed. But you know, Buddy called out P head. He called out Gaethje. He called out Khabib. And one more person, no? No, just those three.
I think pretty sure just those three.
Yeah.
Didn't say anything about Diaz or anything like that.
So Conor, this is another thing. The reason why we're gonna, get her done here on this podcast is because on the other podcast that is non-existent, we spoke about our opinions on Conor's next opponent. But that was before all of this Twitter stuff came out. So now we have a lot more information to make a guess about. We know it's going to be a lightweight bout because before in the other video we were saying Masvidal, we were saying a Diaz 3, but now he fucking literally tweeted, I'm excited for the lightweight bout, so we know for sure it's going to be in the lightweight division. But seeing what's going on right now, do you think Conor needs another tune-up fight? Like he said that he wanted to fight 3 times this year. Do you think possibly we can see a Dustin Poirier rematch and then wait until the winner of Khabib and Justin, and then Conor takes the winner of Khabib and Justin? All right.
Honestly, I don't believe anything McGregor tweets.
Okay.
Ever.
Well, yeah, he's retired like 3 times on fucking Twitter.
He's retired. Dude, with the second time he retired, shout out at Barber Bonesy. He messaged me right away and I was like, dude, he's not retiring. Like, come on, he's not retiring.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
But yeah, like it's weird because right after we recorded that first non-existent podcast, the pictures, the tweets of, or not tweets, the comments of Diaz and McGregor were popping up. Like Diaz was like commenting on a picture about McGregor, him and McGregor, I think, just saying like it's just making like fucking this bitch ass, whatever, typical Diaz. And then McGregor responded, "Shut your eyelid inside the contract." And like you would think that's going to be a welterweight just because of how, what McGregor said, just like of how he likes being at welterweight.
Mm-hmm.
But then after this, he's like tweeting all this shit about fucking. Oh, he mentioned Tony too. That's what it was.
Oh, that was the fourth guy.
He didn't say anything bad about Tony. He mentioned Tony. Like just kind of just giving him props basically.
Mm-hmm.
But no, he's just taking shots at Gaethje, taking shots at Khabib as always. But I think that's partially just because he obviously wants to fight one of those guys, whoever he could. Obviously, he would rather fight for the belt, but it's also he also just loves staying relevant. Like even like when Gaethje, every time like Gaethje KOs someone, like he'll fucking like just like yip him, he'll like tweet him. Just kind of just like staying relevant, just because he's not very active. He hasn't been active, so partially that, but it's Dana White said that it's going to be Gaethje and Khabib. So
okay, so Gaethje and Khabib. So, what if Tony fought Conor? That would be fucking crazy, dude.
If it's a 5-round fight and it's Conor McGregor and Tony Ferguson,
I don't think it'll be a 5-round fight.
That's another shitty situation. No, Conor has to fight in the main event. There's no way Conor doesn't fight a main event. They'll never do that.
Okay, so even if he was to fight Poirier, it wouldn't be for a main event. So
what do you mean? Cowboy was a main event.
Oh, okay, yeah. You're saying it's 5 rounds, even if it's not a title fight.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm thinking it's either gonna be a Poirier 2 or it's gonna be Tony and Conor. And what we'll do is like a round robin. It'll be Justin versus Khabib, Tony versus Conor. Whoever wins Tony versus Conor gets the shot at Khabib because now Tony's on a 1-fight losing streak. The 12-fight win streak is over. Tony, after losing to Justin, is clearly not the number one contender anymore, right? So what's gonna happen is if Khabib beats Justin, then Tony and McGregor will figure out who's gonna get that shot at Khabib, right? And that's the thing, is Khabib keeps saying you haven't beat anyone to Conor. So if Conor fucking goes and beats Tony, who is supposed to be the uncrowned champ of the lightweight division, and goes through Tony, then Khabib might have to take that fight against Conor because it's gonna make sense. I personally think Khabib's gonna finish his career at 30 fights. So he's at 28. He'll fight Gaethje. He'll beat Gaethje if he does. And then after, I think he'll finish his career with like a fucking. Khabib's career, I don't think he'll fight Tony and Conor and beat them both. I think after he beats Gaethje or whatever, he'll either fight Tony or Conor. You know what I mean?
Oh, then just call it off?
Yeah, because he wants to reduce the percentage of him losing the belt and then having to get it back because then he won't be able to retire as soon as he wants.
Yeah, and he also just wants to fight the best in the world. He already smashed Conor. Like, he doesn't even want to fight Conor anymore. Like, he doesn't care. But he fucking turned down like $100 million. He doesn't give a fuck. He still drives like a Toyota, and he's a multi-millionaire.
Yeah.
Which is, I fucking love that guy for that. But
Crazy.
But yeah, no, I'm looking at the ranking, so they updated it. So obviously Gaethje's number one, and then it's basically the same thing, just Tony and Justin switched, or Tony and Justin switched. So it's Justin 1, Tony 2, Poirier 3, and then McGregor 4. So those are like the only ones we care about right now, because those guys aren't gonna fight. But the thing was, like, Poirier was supposed to fight Hooker, who was number 5. But who knows with that? We won't even bring up Hooker in this fucking conversation.
Okay, so maybe they make the Conor Dustin rematch.
So that's interesting because they want Conor to win, right?
Yeah. Okay. So he beat the shit out of Dustin the first time. So why not?
Poirier's coming off a loss, so it's just it's interesting.
And Poirier hasn't fought in a long time now, dude. It's been a while since he fought Khabib.
Mm-hmm. So that's interesting.
Here's the big question.
So fucking stacked.
Here's the decision. If you had to put money on it, who's Conor's next fight?
It's just like in general, or like lightweight. Because I was gonna ask you who's his fight at lightweight and who's his fight at welterweight. But
we already think Masvidal is his fight at welterweight, or Kobe, or Diaz.
Yeah, he's definitely not fighting Kobe.
Yeah, I know.
They would not put McGregor against Kobe. He would get like that. That's a horrible matchup for McGregor.
That would be a sick fight, though.
That would be it. Kobe's fights are not very entertaining for the casuals, but
yeah.
Fuck. If I'm thinking, if it's at lightweight, I'm just gonna judge it off the latest news that we know. Assuming it's gonna be at lightweight, according to Mr. McGregor, I'd probably say, fuck. I don't know, Ferguson or Poirier. That's hard.
I feel like I honestly just feel like it's almost like a fairy tale fight if Conor fights Tony. Like, it seems like it's never gonna happen, but like if it fucking happens, it would be insane. Like, you know what I mean?
McGregor has like hinted at that. Like, hinted after like a Ferguson wins, like,
El Kakui versus McNuggets.
Yeah. So like it's fucking interesting with that.
I would say if what makes sense to the fans and to everybody's logic, I would say it would be Tony. What makes sense to the UFC? What makes sense to the UFC? Money-wise, and to give Conor an easier path. You set him up with a nice KO against fucking Cowboy. You set him up with a nice beating against Poirier, and then he's like nice and tuned for his title fight against either Justin or Khabib.
Yeah, you know what? Just you know what? I didn't even factor in the fact that Tony Ferguson's face is a fucking went into a blender against Gaethje, and he needs to heal, even though he heals like a fucking a cyborg. Did you see the video of him dancing in the hospital?
Yeah, in the hospital. This guy's crazy, man.
Fucking savage. But it's Poirier. I'm saying McGregor Poirier at lightweight.
Okay.
If it's at lightweight. If it's at welterweight, I'm saying Diaz.
Yeah, I think he'll be fighting Poirier next. I think he's gonna go after that other belt there. I think the only reason why he fought Cowboy at welterweight is because Cowboy also is a lightweight, just like Conor. Like they both bounced back from that division. So if he beats Cowboy at welterweight, then he technically could have beaten Cowboy at 155. So why make the fight at 155? You know what I mean?
And it's interesting to say, just because I don't know, you don't know how like the weight cut affects different weight cut will affect because everyone has different walk around weight, so you know how much that would factor in and shit like that if they have a bad weight cut. But something I wanted to ask you was, you think Masvidal is going to fight if it's not, because this is what I found out is that it's probably not McGregor. That's kind of like out of the picture, even though that's kind of what we thought. So you got to think of this. So it's a bigger fight than Usman, who's the champion, because Masvidal wants to make the most money. So if he's not fighting Usman, he wants to make the most money. So, and then you automatically think that's going to be McGregor. But if it's not McGregor, who do you think it's going to be at welterweight that Masvidal's going to fight? Because I also take this in, what I posted on the story. He's bringing in high-level wrestlers right now. He's training for high-level wrestlers. So that's a hint. That's a little piece of something you could factor in.
Colby,
right? I don't know who the fuck else it would be.
Or Tyron Woodley. But I don't think he'll face Tyron Woodley.
Fuck Tyron Woodley. That's not a bigger fight than Usman.
No, I know. I don't think it is either, but I think Colby. Kobe's a pretty obvious wrestler.
It has to be Kobe. I don't know who else it would be.
Yeah, I think probably Kobe. And
you would think that's the bigger fight.
Yeah, I feel like if he stomps Kobe, then it'll be a lot better to a route
That'd be sick.
Yeah, it'll be a better route to the title fight, because if they give him Usman right away, a lot of people feel like he hasn't even fucking earned the right to fight for the title. You know what I mean? Like a
lot of people say the Askren fight was a fluke, and then he fought Diaz, who's like he's lost like
he's unranked.
Yeah, Diaz is ranked 10th welterweight.
Oh, okay. He's fucking 10th, dude. Like.
Yeah, Diaz.
You fight the 10.
He fights once every 4 years, and
No, but that's what I mean though. You fight the number 10 guy, and then you get a fucking title shot. Like, I don't think that's how it works, you know.
I don't know what he was ranked, because he first faced Pettis, right? And then so I don't know what he was ranked when he fought Masvidal. I think he was probably like number 8 or something, but still, it wasn't a high rank.
No.
Diaz is 21-12. Like he has 12 losses, right? So he's lost fucking a lot of fights. I'm not saying he's not a talented guy. Obviously, he slaps everyone.
Yeah. The vegan beast.
But that's an interesting fight. Colby and Masvidal, that'd be so sick. For like
that's a lot of shit. That's a lot of shit talking. I was gonna say, holy fuck.
And there's like videos on Masvidal's YouTube of them like training together, and like Kobe's like fucking like pretty dominant with wrestling. So, and his cardio is crazy. So like, fuck, man. That's gonna be. Well, like, fuck. That's interesting.
That's gonna be a good fight. Damn.
Yeah. But oh man.
All right, bud.
Yeah, that's pretty much it right now. So
that's it for the post-fight analysis.
Yeah, so we're recording this right now. It is May 12th. We got the fight night tomorrow. Main event. Anthony Smith go over to share. So we'll hopefully we recorded this podcast properly.
We'll be touching on those fights as well for sure.
Yeah.
Another post-fight thing, keeping you guys updated with all the latest opinions of us. If you give a single fuck, thanks for watching until this point. That's gotta be the thing. If you make it here, if you're at an hour and 36 into our fucking podcast, shoot us a message. Send us fucking proof that you're this deep into the YouTube video, and we'll give shout outs. We'll put your Instagram handle in our YouTube, something like that. But when
we're verified, it might
when
not
we're
be
verified,
but we'll remember exactly.
That. Yeah. So we appreciate anyone listening, tuning in. Guys, share this with anyone that that enjoys UFC. Make sure to follow Dark Horse MMA. It's the Dark Horse of the Instagram world right now. All right. Follow Michael Muto, Gules Meli Fit, Team Bionic. All right.
Oh, I got my.
What is this guy wearing? Oh no way! This guy's wearing the pants. He's completing the outfit. Right.
Wait, quarantine right now. It's been like probably 3 weeks wearing them.
You complete me.
Yeah. What is it? _Team Bionic.
_Team Bionic, guys. Keep updated with the shreds. I'll definitely be posting Michael's before and after picture. So yeah, guys, that's about it.
Yeah. Thanks for listening. We're still getting the hang of this podcast thing. Once we get probably a couple more down, we will have like a consistent schedule up. We just gotta see how the routine goes, with this quarantine shit. So
yeah, and another thing too is if you guys have any name suggestions for the Jules and Moots podcast, let us know.
MMA with Italians.
Yeah, definitely not MMA with Italians at Selena. That's no, it's not happening.
I'm only half Italian too.
Yeah, exactly. So there's a little bit of Portuguese in there. It's not his fault, but anyways.
Better hope my mom hasn't making it this far.
Yeah, I don't think she will.
But yeah, thanks guys. If you have any questions too, DM us that we can talk about on the podcast. Anything, I don't know, it doesn't really matter. We're very flexible. It's not just
I think we'll I think at a certain point, once all the sports resume, this will turn into like a hockey opinion, MMA, like it'll just end up being me and you talking and possibly bringing on guests to talk about MMA and people that are
like McGregor on in like a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I was thinking I had in my message requests, I had a message from Joe Rogan. He was like trying to message me and get on the MMA with Moots podcast. So yeah.
Man, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, guys.
Was it thumbs up, like, subscribe, turn on the post notification?
Yeah, turn on that bell, link that bell, turn that shit on, And yeah, guys, we're going to try and keep it as consistent as possible, like Michael said, and we will see you on the next unscheduled date and time.
And hopefully that went well.
Yeah.
Fuck. But yeah.
Try.
Okay, buddy.
All right.
We have our lug chell tourney in 30 minutes. I didn't even realize that.
Trust.
So yeah, so we gotta do that. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys.
Yeah,
Julian O'Malley. Always a pleasure, sir.
Michael Muto, good luck in your games tonight, bud.
Yeah, thanks, buddy. You too. Remember to show up.
Oh yeah, I'll remember. Easy, bro. Peace.
Yeah, buddy.